Hey hippies, welcome back. You already know what time it is. I got another tutorial coming for you guys today for some phone grips for the back of your phone because Popsocket could absolutely never. Before we get started, make sure you do hit that subscribe button for me and also turn on the notifications so that way you don't miss any videos that I do put out for you guys moving forward. Alright, so to get started, we're going to make sure that we go ahead and prep our clear resin. And after making sure our mold is clean, we're just going to add a little bit of resin into each of these cavities. You're not going to be adding a lot because this is going to be a multi-layered project. So use your heat gun, go ahead and spread that out. Make sure you have a nice even coat and try to get it all the way to the edge of those cavities. Do the best that you absolutely can. Feel free to get in there with a popsicle stick if you need to as well. What you're going to see me do now is I'm going to go ahead and place my foils. I pre-printed these. I'll link the tutorial down below on how I make my holographic foils and everything so that way you can make your own as well. But I'm just placing these one into each cavity, making sure that they are face down, and I'm also pushing the bubbles out and pushing that resin around to make sure that I have that nice layer and even layer I was telling you guys about. And I also try to make sure that the resin is covering the foil, so I'm adding a few more drops on top of the foil so I can make sure that it's completely submerged into that resin, as you can see. Yeah, so go ahead, get that moved all around and everything, and then we're gonna move on to the fun part after, adjusting the foil. Adding a glitter. So go ahead and take your spoon and take your pre-mixed glitter, and you're just going to add that in randomly depending on how you kind of want your glitter and everything. I like to kind of add it around the foil since the foil is already holographic. They don't need too much help to shine, so I try put it on the surrounding edges in that negative space. And then you're going to see me come in with a toothpick, and I'm just going to swirl that around a bit so I can make sure that the glitter isn't just chunked up all in one area, and it's kind of like it was more like spread out and dispersed, and just really pretty and more free flowing. Alright, so take your time. You should have plenty of working time with this. This layer is very simple. Just make sure you get that glitter how you need it. And then spray your alcohol, and you're going to let that cure for about 12 hours or so depending upon your resin. Alright, so now we're going to mix up our colors. The colors that we're going to be working with today for this marble effect, we're going to be using black, and we are going to be using white. So I'm going to go ahead and spoon my mica powders inside of my cup. And from there I'll be pouring the resin on top. Now in this tutorial you are seeing me mix up a little bit more black than I need. You do not need this much black as you see me mixing. This is going to be for a different project, so I just want to give you guys that FYI, because this particular project is actually going to consist more of that white mica powder. So that white pigment. You also see me adding in some of the mica, goodness, I'm running all over my words today. So you're going to see me adding in some of that opaque alcohol ink as well, so that way I can make sure that these colors are nice and thick, because I don't want it see-through since this is already a pretty thin casting and everything, and we already put that clear layer on there which made it even thinner. I want to make sure that these are completely opaque, or as opaque as I can get them, because I don't want my phone grip to show through, because I just find that personally to be very unattractive. So that's just not what's going to be going down over here today. Alright, so you're seeing me scrape up all the resin out this cup because there's absolutely no resin left behind as far as I am concerned. This stuff is expensive. So just a little trick, I have an alphabet tray molds that I actually keep on the side for my excess resin. So anytime I do have a little bit of leftovers, I do pour it right into there, and I pour keychains for the letters that I am missing since I do keep those on hand, and I typically send them out for free with all my orders, so make sure you shop with me. Alright, so what you see me did was you just see me added a little bit of that black into the white in a different pattern, and kind of swirling it around, and then I'm just going to pour it on top of that first layer that I did previously. So as you can see, some of the black wasn't in, well, a lot of black wasn't in some of these later ones towards the bottom of that cup. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit on top just to kind of perfect the marble look that I'm going for here. And so just take that that popsicle stick and just drizzle it, and then from there, you know, take your toothpick, and then from there you can swirl things around, and then from there you're just going to allow this to cure and whatnot after spraying with a little bit more alcohol to make sure we pop and release any bubbles. Alright, so that has had plenty of time to get completely hard and everything. So what you're going to do now is you're just going to go ahead and wiggle this casting from your mold. So bend the mold, and then from there you'll see the little pieces pop up. I'm pulling off the little excess resin as well. I'm using my nail, but of course you can also use like a spatula or just whatever hard flat thing that you have next to you. Is pretty easy to get it off, so you don't even really need long nails to be able to do it. They just need to be kind of strong. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all of those from there. Make sure they're nice and clean. Feel free to get your sanding sponge out if necessary, but it wasn't necessary for me, so you won't see me do that on this tutorial. Alright, so now you're going to go ahead and grab your little phone grips. I found these online. I'll try to get in contact with the seller to see if she wants to work with me so that I can work with you guys. You also have my E6000 glue right here and my sanding block that I'm using to scuff up the back of each one just to make sure that glue holds everything in place nicely. Now with the E6000, I'm actually going to be placing the E6000 onto the back of the grips so I can make sure that they don't come from behind the grip, because the grip is smaller than the actual resin piece that we're sticking on there. And then from there, you're just going to press it down in the center, press it down nicely, and make sure the glue does not flow up over the sides onto the the foam grip that we're using. Yeah, go ahead and repeat this for all of your phone grips and everything. Get everything pushed right nicely into place. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, and then we're going to let that cure. Oops, I definitely meant to say we're going to let that dry. Not cure, we're going to let this dry. Alright, so as you can see, this is how our babies turned out here. They are absolutely stunning. Look at them shining in the light and everything. I love how that marble background looks as well. This is my first dirty pour, so I've never done this actual method to do my marble before, but I'm actually really liking the randomized effect of it. This is how each individual pop socket looks. I'm loving how this hollow looks up against this glitter mix that I made. If you guys are interested in my glitter mixes and you're really feeling them, let me know down below and I'll be more than happy to get some whipped up for you guys, so that way we can get some different colorways going. Let me know what colors of glitter mixes that you're interested in as well. But yeah, these are just all the little pop sockets and everything. Well, not pop sockets, these are foam grippies, because pop socket is trademarked, so these are not pop sockets. These are foam grippies. Do not come for me, pop socket. So this is how all the foils look, and the marble, each one is completely different, so you'll never be able to recreate the same exact one. And you know, I love a touch of uniqueness. I'm all about that over at Boujie Hippie. So if you are loving these foam grips as much as I am, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Also hit that like and that comment. Feedback is a gift, and I love hearing from you guys, so let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments or anything you need clarification on, I am here to help. Until next time, hippies, I will see you later. Bye now.